The inventive genius whose fantastic mind had formulated the magic of the incandescent light bulb was no great scholar with a long chain of impressive college degrees. On the contrary, Thomas Alva Edison could look back on but 3 months of formal schooling as a youth. The remainder of his formative years had been spent more practically in performing the less romantic mechanics of earning a living. A progression of jobs starting as a candy butcher on a train were the background of the man who ranks with the scientific greats of all time. His invention of the light bulb and the appliances derived from it has often been ranked with the invention of the wheel as the most beneficial to mankind.
On October 21st, 1871, numerous experiments resulted in the production of a small unit lamp of comparatively enormous resistance. The filament...
What if I told you the light you're sitting under right now wasn't born from genius, it was born from failure? 10,000 times a man tried to make light out of darkness, and 10,000 times the darkness won, until one day it didn't. This documentary isn't just about Thomas Edison, it's about you and every time you've tried and felt like nothing worked. Because endurance doesn't come from success, it's forged in failure. So through each chapter of his life, we'll uncover something bigger, not just how a man invented light, but how he became one. Thomas Edison wasn't a top student. Actually, his teacher called him addled, which is 1800s code for "this kid's weird." He lasted only a few months in school before his mother pulled him out. Imagine that. The man who'd light up the world was too curious for the classroom. But here's the question for you. How many times have you been told you're too much, too loud, too different? Because maybe, just maybe, that's the first sign that you think like someone the world hasn't caught up to yet. Before he became an inventor, Edison was a hustler. Literally. At 12, he sold newspapers and candy on trains. Classic side hustle energy. But here's the cool part. He didn't just sell papers, he printed his own. The man created content before YouTube even existed. Every coin he made went into one thing: experiments. No investors, no sponsors, no fancy lab, just a kid funding his dream, one sale at a time. So, what's your train right now? What grind are you using to fund your light?
Now here's where the story gets real. Edison became obsessed. He wanted to make light from a wire, and he failed. Not once, not twice, not 100 times. 10,000 times. At this point, most people would have quit, cried, and blamed the system. Edison? He said, "I didn't fail 10,000 times. I just found 10,000 ways that didn't work." That's the kind of delusion you need to win. So tell me, when was the last time you failed and thought, maybe this is part of it? Because the truth is, obsession isn't pretty. It's messy, lonely, and full of smoke. But it's the only road to light.
Thomas Edison was known never to go to bed. He would nap for an hour or two in his workshop. Same thing with Einstein. They were so obsessed with working that they passed out at their desk. Then they woke up and they went back to work. This is the one thing that people who became incredibly successful did that you don't do.
Then one day, it worked. The bulb stayed lit, and in that small moment, surrounded by glass, wire, and exhaustion, history changed. Edison didn't just create light, he proved that persistence can bend the impossible. You see, your breakthrough won't announce itself. It'll look exactly like your last failure, until it glows. After that moment, the world never went dark again. Cities lit up. Nights turned into days. People started dreaming longer, greater than. And all because one man refused to stop striking matches in the dark. He didn't just invent a bulb. He created an empire of light. He built systems, companies, and opportunity. Persistence created prosperity. Funny, isn't it? We all want the light, but none of us want the burn that comes before it. Now, here's the truth most people forget. Edison isn't special. He's proof. Proof that consistency beats brilliance when brilliance gives up. Maybe your lab is your bedroom. Maybe your invention is your channel. Maybe your 10,000 failures are just your first 10 videos that didn't blow up. But if you can endure long enough, your light will come. And when it does, you'll realize it was never about the bomb. It was always about the fire inside you. So when the world goes dark, be the one who says, "Let there be light."
Most people quit here, but not you. Iron discipline is a mindset, focus, greatness. We're building something big, and it starts now with you. Join us, subscribe, watch the next video, become unstoppable.